It's a party over at my place. Gone, you could tell cause it's all over my face. Turn up, no turn down. I'm that chick, you get the runaround. I'm in there, you wide to bounce. My sign say no lanes allowed. I smoke the loud, then pass the left. Keep passing till it's nothing left. Nevertheless, always got some more. Just that and that and make it drop it low. Just that and the third is what they saying about me. Swear it seem like it ain't a game without me.
What's going on, great people of the world? It's K-Mac over here.
And I go by the name of J-Mac.
And welcome to another episode of the Faraway Brothers. Now, in the beginning, that musical melody that you heard was produced by Sean Trey, a real good up-and-coming producer. She produced a song called Party, which is one of our artists' name is Janet. You can find a lot of her information down in the description below. Twitter, Soundcloud, Facebook, and all. But just one great melody, man. What you think about that music?
Man, it was nice. I like the little, the beat and everything. And I heard like a few other songs from her. So I'm a fan. So everybody go check her out, see what she's working with. Click it at the bottom. If you don't, I'm going to slap you. So, don't do that, man. Make it happen.
Yes, indeed. So, man, it's been a lot going on this week, man. Yes, indeed. It's been a big week for us, man. Faraway Brothers coming up, episode 5. 5 weeks strong, straight from the 5. One more episode for talking about running from the 6 in our woes, but we ain't gonna get into all that no more. Enough of Drake and Meek Mills. As far as his career is going, it's pretty much falling off the charts. Speaking of falling off the charts, actually brings us to our first topic. The other day, Wendy Williams, during a sit-down and stand-up tour that she has, with us just getting together and talking about stuff, while trying to fall off and sit down into the chair, she falls clean off the stage in Houston. Now, Wendy Williams got up, and of course she said nobody remembers this. Nobody worry about it, but she gets up, stand up. Now, we know Wendy Williams kind of on the tall side, 5'11". That's like Shaq falling down.
She might be taller than 5'11", bro. That woman is taller than I don't know what.
I don't know, man. We already had questionability about that, but 5'11", hitting the ground, splat, just straight off the stage, and got up and just was like, it ain't nothing. Y'all just don't remember that happened. Now, that's going down as one of the greatest falls in history. Pretty much all day, every day. I mean, when you literally tumble and hit the ground like that, off a stage, the stage has got to be like, what? 8 feet, 5 feet, something like that. Maybe 7 feet.
Depending on where it's at. That stage didn't look that high. That might have been like maybe a 5-footer. Let's say.
But just thinking about it in the sense of how tall she is relative to the stage, when she hit the ground, it had to be some type of hard impact. Now, getting up from a fall like this, it takes a lot of courage.
And she ain't had no pants on. She only had shorts on. That's terrible. Messing up all your knees.
All your knees messed up. All your knees. Which brings us to it, man. What are the greatest falls of all time? Celebrities have been falling all over the place. This has been years and years of trippery and falling down and trying to get back up to play it off. I've come up with a list of my top 5 falls of all time. We're going to take it off at number 1. Drake himself. I know you hear a lot about Drake on this show. Seems like he was the top of about 2 weeks with him and Meek Mill. But let's just talk about what Drake wasn't so popular out there in the streets. He just coming up with his next song, Best I Ever Had, coming out with Lil Wayne. Drake comes out all excited, running onto the stage, starts skipping and saying, "Sing my song," and falls flat on that ass. Now, he, in the process, tears his MCL, which kind of makes him look like a dummy. This fall had to go on the top list of greatest falls of all time, man. Just had to be number 5.
Yep, he Jimmy for real.
He didn't went from being a rapper to being back to Jimmy in a wheelchair, tearing his MCL. Now Drake, I feel like he can actually get up from something like that. Being in a wheelchair doesn't seem that bad. That's how he started off his career anyway, right?
Yep. He got shot.
He got shot, man. So, instead of getting shot this time, he just fell flat right on the ground there. So, definitely something there to worry about. Now, moving on to the list here, number 4. At number 4, we got Taylor Swift. During a performance out there, she actually performed in, I believe it was London here. She actually had a performance where she actually was running down the stairs as a part of an act or she believed was part of an act. We know it wasn't no act. Fell right on her behind, got back up like it wasn't nothing. Now, this fall in particular kind of reminds me of what it feels like for somebody to bounce right back up. I mean, she made it a little graceful, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bounce back. It was one of those. It's almost like when you fall, you purposely fall on like one of those, like on a trampoline, and then you just can't right back up. One of those. I'm up here.
I'm up here. Yes, it takes us down to number 3. Number 3 falls of all time was Lil Wayne. They call it the Wheezy Slide. On stage, Lil Wayne tried to do a trick. He runs real fast, almost at full speed, tries to stop, but I guess he had too much syrup on the stage because apparently he took a slip and slide. It almost looked like one of those rides as a kid when you had in the backyard, when your daddy put the hose on and they put the little stuff down and you just jump and slide down. That's exactly how Wheezy looks sliding down the sliding board.
He did a good job on this one though, man, because he slid and then he jumped. Like another one, he got right back up and just still rapping. So it was almost like dreads were swinging and everything. So it was cool. Like you can't even be mad at that fall. That fall was purpose. God damn it, it had purpose.
So the fall was part of the show if you think about it, this aspect for Wayne. I mean, it looked like he just like literally got up like Smooth Criminal, like Michael Jackson, fell straight on his back and just rolled straight up from that. Yeah. Now the number 2 of all time falls. This award goes to P. Diddy, Puff Daddy himself, falling at the BET Awards. A nice tumble on the side of the stage. P. Diddy has dropped people's careers for years. He'll pick them up just to drop them down. And finally, P. Diddy takes a big fall off the stage, man.
Well, he did, I ain't gonna say, he didn't really fall off stage, but he got back up, but you saw him when he did his little fall. Before, 45, 46-year-old man, he got up pretty quick, bruh. He was good.
Puff Daddy don't age, man. 45. Puff Daddy don't look 45, man.
Not at all. You look at his skin, you be like, man, what is he using on his skin? He looks the same. He hasn't changed since 21. And he backed the Puff Daddy. So that is cool that you even saying that. He backed the Puff Daddy since he started to produce more records and everything. He was saying that on the Breakfast Club the other day. So, yeah.
Puff Daddy trying to come back. Adding more names to his name. I guess he's going to go back to Sean Puffy Combs and eventually, because before he was taking names off it. He went from Sean Puffy Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy Pop. It was going to be D at one point. Now it's back to Puff Daddy. The return of Puff Daddy with a fall. I don't know. The man's young, man, but it's the cat. Now, drum roll.
The number 1 fall of all time is John Corney. Missing that extra point after a magnificent touchdown. That man is the originator of the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. Continue, Kevin. Go ahead.
The Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. Who could forget that John Corney? But the real number 1, the true number 1. Drum roll, please. Drum rolls. It goes to Michelle from Destiny's Child. Yes.
Give it up
for Michelle from Destiny's Child on 106 in Park performing Soldier with Beyonce and Kelly. Now, what seemed to be something going right, they're walking forward, all of them doing their little strut or whatever, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, while saying Soldier, bow.
She got shot.
She took one right to the back. It was as if the dude ran down the alley and shot Ricky, but instead, it was Michelle. Now, Michelle, when she did make the fall, which made this fall bad, was the fact that
nobody cared.
Nobody really cared, man. Like, it's just, the show went on. Like, Kelly looked for like a second and then just glanced right back and was like, you know what? We just gonna keep dancing. I got a soldier. That's basically what happened. Beyonce didn't even flinch at all.
Nigga, please.
Like, we ain't worried about no Michelle. What's wrong with you? Michelle don't sell records.
She also in the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. She's one of the originators. I'm so glad she went on the gospel because that kind of got her out of it. But that was just terrible. Nobody cared. They gave her one-liners and she fell. Just terrible. Just terrible.
Terrible. But the amazing falls. I mean, so many people fall as far as they go. I mean, Michelle, I don't even remember her even. I mean, she had a gospel album. I'm not sure how successful that was on the charts. I think she was up there. But what has Michelle been doing? Has anyone seen or heard from Michelle? It's bad enough you really don't hear much from Kelly
No,
Rowland.
well, she does gospel, and she was on Breakfast Club like last year. I think she was on there last year. But hey, she's still getting that. She still got bread from Destiny's Child. She ain't got much as Beyonce, but she got some money. Listen, anytime we bring a Beyonce, we just need to go ahead and give her a round of applause, man. Just go ahead and give Beyonce a round of applause, people. That beautiful thing. Just love to see her.
It's too beautiful, man. Too beautiful, man. Matter of fact, didn't she pose on the front of Vogue? Was it Vogue magazine? Oh yes.
This past week.
This past month she was on the cover of Vogue.
Been slipping people. I still haven't seen those pictures.
Stunning. You got to check those out, man. I mean, like, if anything, people will make that your screensaver. I remember back about a couple years ago, she had took one picture that everybody made their screensaver. I forgot what magazine it was on, but boy,
it was the Super Bowl.
Of the internet. For the Super Bowl. There you go.
Yeah.
The talk of the town, pretty much. Everybody has a screensaver. Everybody posted it up. It gets 1 million likes. If you ever wanted a lot of likes on your Instagram photo, you put a picture of Beyonce up. You're getting like 100 or something like that.
You know who didn't put that picture of Beyonce up? Jared.
Jared.
You know who he got a picture of? The cast of Wizards Waverly Place.
The cast of Wizards of Waverly Place is what he had up. Yes.
Whatever little children are on and little girls are on, this man has it. This man still be showing vines of R. Kelly peeing on that little girl.
Don't make no sense. We still talking about that. R. Kelly, I think he about to outlive that. I don't know if he outlived that, though. How could you live that down?
Man,
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly say anything crazy to anybody. They could be like, dude, wasn't you the dude that was... Did you make that girl do the African dance? It was you, R. Kelly.
R&B, man. Still the Pied Piper R&B, okay? Whoa.
Hey, man, Pied Piper was somebody that was over kids. It makes sense that he would name himself that. Dummy.
Why would he name himself that, Lord? Did he step in the name of the love, though? He step in the name of something.
I don't know. He lost his career just like Craig Mack just disappeared.
Craig Mack career, I don't even know where that went, man. Craig Mack was promising. Another P. Diddy artist, though. What up with that? Craig Mack. I don't feel like R. Kelly really disappeared, per se. I mean, he came back. You remember that time when R. Kelly tried to come with a whole thing and then Trey Songz just dissed him like he wasn't biting off R. Kelly anyway? He's just like the new age R. Kelly. You want to sing?
I don't know about that. I know he peed on a little girl, but he can't disrespect him like that. Like, okay. Trey, I like Trey, okay? I like Trey. Trey's first 3 albums was good. You know. But R. Kelly had hits after hits on, consecutive albums. Just, he reinvented himself plenty of times.
So many times that people actually name their songs after his songs. 12 Play has been named like 5 different times, 5 different people's songs.
Do you mind?
And it's just realistically speaking, he's never gonna go away. And you gotta listen to a song. Of course, anytime it comes on in the club or anywhere you go, somebody gonna sing it. It's R. Kelly. Will Trey Songz get up to that? Who knows, man? Time will tell. I feel like he can actually get up there, but records ain't what it used to be with R&B. So I mean, I just don't, see that happening anyway.
Just like we spoke about before, it's not what it was.
It's not what it was. So hey, we can that on the side there. R. Kelly though on tour right now. Actually, he's actually gonna be in New Orleans in October.
Where he performing? 35?
Nah, he's actually performing in the New Orleans arena.
Oh, with who?
I have no idea. Who's going to perform with R. Kelly? He's got to stand by himself.
I don't know. Ryan Isley out of jail now. Maybe he can perform with him.
He paid his taxes?
He served his time. I don't know if he paid the taxes, but he served the time.
You know what's funny? Like a lot of artists and musicians and movie stars go to jail for tax evasion. I mean, Wesley Snipes ran away. Erica Badu trying to go to jail for that. Now you got Ronald Isley, man. This man created some of the greatest hits of all time. You couldn't get this man a pass on some taxes.
Man, Uncle Sam don't give a damn about no passing, no yo contagious and all the stuff he came with, and hearing footsteps in the dark. Better hit them checks being paid in the damn taxes.
Nah, wait, man. Ronald Isley, man. Look, he's one of the pioneers as well. I mean, you still listen to his beats on pretty much sampled on everybody's music anyway. Kanye West has done it several times, and who doesn't remember the great? I mean, your mama probably had like kids to this. Not your mama, but you know,
Yeah, my mom.
people's mothers had kids to this music, man. Like R. Kelly and Ronald Isley. These are some of the biggest people, and they go to jail for what? Tax evasion. Wesley Snipes, I understand, man. The man ran to Africa, Japan. He runs all over the place to get away from taxes. Came back. He's a ninja.
No, he had to serve that time.
Yeah, he served the time now.
He served that time. I mean, he out now, but he served that time. But
what's up with everybody running to Africa when they finish like something like? I mean, Dave Chappelle ran to Africa. Yeah, Badu went to Africa. Wesley Snipes went to Africa, then Tokyo. Like that's a place to run to. Like, you're the only black guy in Tokyo, man. We can't poke you out.
They got more black people than Tokyo. They got Chris Tucker over there.
Chris Tucker ain't been to Tokyo since Rush Hour 2.
That was Tokyo, I think. Hey, man.
Chris Tucker ain't been over there in Rush Hour 2. Matter of fact, Chris Tucker, he got a stand-up right now, which is actually on Netflix.
It's kind of cool, bro. I like the part when he talking about Michael Jackson, bro. It's funny.
He's always been talking about Michael Jackson. As a matter of fact, he did it in Rush Hour 2. Like, he kind of was, had the Michael Jackson thing going on in the part 1. He got on stage, did the karaoke with Jackie Chan in part 2. Like, he's an all-around Michael Jackson fan.
But you know what? What happens is that, like, if you become friends with Michael Jackson, you sitting there, you're like, man, what jokes I'm going to tell? I hung with Michael Jackson. Let me tell that joke. And then you think of something new. You're like, and then it come back and you're like, I hung out with Michael Jackson, so I can just keep on telling stories about Michael Jackson and people going to pay for it. Because people want to at least get some type of, inside information on how did Michael act when you was chilling with him. How many statues did he buy when he was with you? How many penny loafers does Michael Jackson have in his house?
Hey, you remember that Michael Jackson special where they were like had like I don't know if it's Dateline or not. They went in this man's house. He had like nothing but like kids arcades and gold and stuff.
And he climbed that tree.
He climbed the tree
in front of everybody out there in the world.
Mike was a kid, man. Mike was a kid. He ain't had no childhood. Okay, we all saw American Dream. Okay, he lost Ben. Had to watch his friends get whippings, his brothers and stuff. His dad probably whooped the other kids too. Shoot, you never do that. But you know what's funny about this? Chris Tucker hung out with Michael Jackson. You ever wondered if they if Chris Tucker would have hooked up with Dave Chappelle and might have did a true Hollywood story? You remember like how your boy Charlie Murphy did with Prince?
Yeah.
Like if that would have ever hooked up, that probably would have been a good idea. Like just seeing that like a true Hollywood story.
Like if Michael was behind the scenes, he was like in these streets,
slanging,
like
straight making sure people.
He was in these streets wearing snapbacks, starter jackets, chilling. Like he wore J's around the house. All that other stuff was just a front. Got nothing but girl,
Michael Jackson, nothing but girls slinging dope, straight out of Compton. Crazy dude named Michael Jackson.
Nah, he's straight out of Gary.
Straight out of Gary, Indiana.
Straight out of Gary.
Nah.
Everybody straight out of right now, man. You understand? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired of seeing these straight out ofs because some of these straight out just don't make no sense, bro.
Straight out of Walmart. That's what I saw.
Like straight out of my house. Straight out of, some other little stuff that they be putting on there. Like, man, just let the movie be. Straight
out of the suburbs, Nah. The only one I would actually like was the one that said straight out of food stamps. That makes sense. Okay. They had Meek Mills on the picture say straight out of lyrics. That makes sense. Chick was straight out of Edges, which apparently is a big deal. Straight out of Edges. Now, man, speaking of straight out of everything, man, Straight Outta Compton, the movie just dropped. Did real good in the movie theater. I had the privilege of going to see it in the theater, which was really good. Ate some popcorn, and pretty much watched it. Had a few good highlights. I like the way that each character was portrayed in the movie. I feel that it was solid, and I mean, it's been a good gangster movie since. Shoot, I don't even remember the last gangster movie I saw that actually was good.
Yeah,
So this is that.
and you know what? The movie didn't, and it wasn't too much. I won't lie to you, it wasn't as much gangster stuff as you'd have thought, because it was, when you look at the group anyway, you kind of learned, and I knew this from before, but all of them didn't live the gangster life. Really, the only one that really was out there in the streets was Easy.
Easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I felt like the movie was good. I won't lie to you. It was a good movie. They did a good job. But I do feel like they left out some key points that was like, like you go see a biopic and you'll say, okay, they could have left that out if they wanted to. It didn't matter. They had some key points that you just couldn't leave out. Like, if you was going to go into some beefs, they brushed over the beef between Dr. Dre and Eazy-E. And that beef was way more in-depth than they showed.
Right.
And that was way more, that needed to be shown in the movie a little bit more to me. Like, I felt like the movie, it had good parts. It had really good parts. The part that got me really was when, you see somebody that, and, they go in there and they tell them that you got AIDS and everything. And, it's kind of like the doctor just couldn't do anything. But you already knew in real life this person was dead. But, man, it was just crazy. It was crazy how that happened.
So, weird part about that is somebody went on Twitter. They had a tweet from some young lady was talking about the movie and said that, man, Eazy-E died. That part was sad. And the girl was like, don't spoil the movie.
Oh, yeah, I saw that meme about that, man, and I'm like...
Yo, where are you? Were you living under a rock, man? Like, yo, Eazy-E is dead. It's a biography. Like, you could probably tell right now the man's dead.
You do notice that out of all the interviews that they had, Eazy-E was the part of none of them for the movie, right? Whoever that girl was, or if that even was a real tweet, but if whoever said that should slap themselves, because they had DJ Yella, they had MC Ren, they had Dr. Dre, they had Ice Cube. All of them was getting interviewed by Kendrick Lamar. You didn't think that Eazy-E would have been there if he was alive?
Apparently, he would have been there. I mean, he's part of the crew if they remade the movie for him. Now, in the movie, my favorite scene in the whole movie, and I gotta say this, it was like something that made me laugh when the kids was on a school bus throwing up gang signs. So I was like, "What up, cuz? What up, cuz?" to the little gangsters in the I think what his name was? No Loke or something.
I don't know what the gang's name was.
Pulled in front of the dang on school bus, knocked on the door with the gun. Bus driver didn't do nothing. Okay, you just gonna let it happen. Don't even pull off. Nothing. Just go ahead and just let the dude get on the bus with a gun full of kids on the bus. Walk up to the kid and tell the kid what you got to say now. Put the gun to his face and say, I could be the one to kill you.
I'm glad you enjoyed that part.
That was pretty funny. I found it to be funny because a lot of times you see that it sent the message in a sense to me. It's like, well, young man, you don't really want this life. And a lot of kids these days, they see a certain life on television and then they turn around and want to do their life. Or they see their life in the streets and turn around and do that. You don't want to do that, okay? Understand that you have a chance to not be one of those people. I think that's what the message was trying to get across for that particular part. Not only that, of course,
you do need you do need more people to be scared straight. Maybe if some people had a chance to be scared straight, someone wouldn't be in jail or someone wouldn't be dead. Really, honestly, and that was kind of like a scared straight moment because I can, if that really happened, I would love to look up the little boy's name and see what he's doing now. I bet he made sure he went to college. He went to school every day.
He's a lawyer. He's clearly a lawyer right now.
Jesus, please let me get out of here.
He's clearly gonna sue us for talking about him today. But yeah, man, I love that movie. That was like my favorite scene in the movie. What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene of the movie, you know, it had a real funny part when he was out, when Easy and Dr. Dre was talking outside of the jailhouse.
Jailhouse.
When Dr. Dre got out, and he was like, man, you sell dope. He was like, man, you gonna tell everybody I just sell dope? Just go ahead and scream it out to everybody. You know, it was like a cool little part because it was like seeing them be friends before any of the business, you know, started getting into it, you know, and start messing things up, which when money comes into the fold, comes into the situation, a lot of times it starts to get a little crazy. And it was just like a part that you could just see them joking around one another, you know.
Right.
And I think a lot of people will be shocked to see that Ice Cube was pretty much the only real rapper in the whole group between him and MC Ren. Like MC Ren, you know, he used to write his own stuff, but Ice Cube wrote for pretty much everybody else.
Right.
He was the writer. You go look at the writing credits, he was the writer, and it wasn't like he was a ghost writer or anything like that. He had his credits, but you know, at that time, I mean, Easy wasn't a rapper. He didn't even want to rap. You know, they made him rap because he had a certain style of voice, and I mean, a certain type of voice and everything. And Dr. Dre, he didn't write, you know, so.
Well, he was just the guy in the beats and the producer.
He was a producer.
So he was the producer.
Yeah, but it was a good movie. They had the little part. You know, I'm a big Tupac fan, so they had that little part when they had Tupac in there. And I was like, oh, okay, that go Pac. You know, even though I don't think that at that time, you know, during the timeline, I don't think he was probably recording Hail Mary. You know, right. Like, I don't think he did Hail Mary before he did All Eyes on Me. But I could be wrong. They did say when he got out, he was doing like 7, you know, trying to do 7 to 10 songs a day. You know, just going in different sessions, just trying to knock things out. And that's another thing. Like, I don't want them to, because of this, I don't even want them, I really don't want them to make a Tupac movie. Because I do not think they will be able to execute that movie. And I don't want them to mess it up and give it to somebody who's not going to play Pac to his full, you know, not going to push the envelope with Pac, bro. Because it's not just one dimension that you're going to have to be. You're going to be so many different dimensions in order to play Pac. But Suge Knight Lowdown, you know.
Oh, yeah, we already knew that, though. Come on, man.
We know that. You know.
Years and years. Hanging people upside from their ankles. You already did a Vanilla Ice, man. You remember that boy did him a Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, so, Vanilla Ice. Lowdown, you know, and it's just, yeah.
But you know what's funny about this whole movie and this whole genre and this whole era? There were so many spin-off things from this that happened. One spin-off in particular was CB4, which was the funny version. Not a lot of people know what that movie is, but that's starring Chris Rock in his early days.
Straight out of Low Cash.
Straight out of Low Cash. Sweat of My Balls. All that stuff was going on. The movie was great. It's funny. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out, man. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the collection. Not only that, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was literally based off that whole thing. Based off the whole thing from that.
I think it was.
They even had a character in there that act like Eazy-E. They had a character up in there that acted like Dre. They had a character up in there that acted like Ice Cube. All up in that, like, it spit off so many things. It kind of had the culture of what California, you know, around that time in that area was. Like, it kind of blew it up to that's what it is. Now you got a lot of things when they go back into the 90s or whatever, late 80s, early 90s, you tend to see that type of culture in movies.
Yeah, and you know what? The difference, really, if you look at the difference from now and today's, like, I'm pretty sure all those executives at those different music companies and everything, they're so happy. They're so happy that gangster rap isn't what it used to be.
Oh yeah,
because people was running up in different running up in the studios. You know, Ice Cube wasn't playing about his money. You know, so gangsta rap is not what it was before. A lot of guys that talk about the gangsta rap stuff, they're not really about the whole lifestyle anyway. And, you know, it's just, but again, all in all, it was a good movie. They had a lot of different parts. That was real good. It brought you in depth. It really brought you into why they started rapping about what they were rapping about. About the police and everything like that, and it just coincided with what's going on now. You could just
Yeah,
see
police brutality. Yeah.
that a lot of that stuff is still going on today. And it was even worse back at that time because
No cell phones to
nothing.
record. It wasn't that big empowerment. We still was in the 90s. Everything was getting thrown at you. People was framing people. They just messed with you for no reason. So, I mean, you had a lot of things going on back in the day. You had no witnesses who would attest to it. And then
Yeah,
even in the little part where he was just walking outside of the door and walked outside, and he got hacked up by the police with nothing on him, and pretty much told his mom and his dad off with a gun in their faces, like they don't live at the property, they don't own the property. Just blatantly disrespectful, and to tell them that I'm the only gangster on this block was what the cop said, and that's pretty much how the mentality nowadays go. But nowadays, guess what? We catch you on film, so. And even then, it's still maybe not good enough.
yeah, because some of
So
them
it's
some of them don't even care about that. So I
mm-mm.
mean, it was really it was really a good movie. They had a lot of parts that I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool, that they actually put that in there. And I heard about they used to have a thing in L.A. with the LAPD where they used to ram people's houses, and it was
Yeah,
crazy how they started off the movie with that.
ramming
Because
his
I've
house.
never really seen it in action, but you got a chance to see it in action, and it's just crazy, man, that they were even coming with that concept. Because even if you thought, they used to do it to houses that they suspected had drugs in there, and you could suspect any house had drugs in it. So you don't know if you have kids in there. You don't know if there's a family that's really in there, and you just thought that was a house that had drugs in it, and you just so happen to ram a house and kill kids and stuff. Like it's not humane,
It's
bruh.
not humane at all, man. Just stick within the guidelines. There's still some kind of find a way to get you. They find some way to get you. Uh, it's just insane how society today has changed. I mean, it was worse back then. Still again with the less footage, but I encourage everybody to stay safe out there because it's not fair. It's definitely not fair
Yeah,
um, at all. But getting to the lighter side of things, the movie was very successful. I'm definitely happy that the movie was as successful as it was. It was definitely a big thing. I don't think they really needed to beef up security. Nobody wanted to go nowhere and cause drama
yeah.
at a
That's
movie
my
theater.
problem with it, man. Like how you gonna say that you're gonna beef up security when you do look at most of the shootings that happen at the theaters. They
Happened during
happen.
Batman.
They happen during the ones that you think they're not gonna happen to.
Batman.
You have more of a chance of them shooting up the Notebook than them shooting up straight
Straight
out
out
of
of Compton.
Compton.
We
Cause
don't want to know.
man, they just trying to go see the movie. You know, they're not trying to do all that. Shoot up a whole movie theater. Black people ain't got that much money for bullets. What's wrong with you?
Ammunition costs, man. Ammunition costs. Let's say that. But yeah, man, on the lighter side of things, man, another week has passed. That means another Sunday, another Saturday, which means we got into a chance to see some more football in action. Me, myself, I took it to watch a few games. I actually watched uh, the Panthers play, which I kind of like the Panthers this season, what they kind of dishing out. My team in general played last week, the New Orleans Saints. We lost to Baltimore Ravens. I wasn't too happy about that because about 7 of our players got injured. Just the way to start off the season so early with injuries, and it
I
kind of
heard
goes back
Delvin
to
got injured.
Delvin Bro even got injured. A native man, he went to high school with us. He was injured on the first play of the game. But he played on defense his first play, which I mean kind of brings it back to, man, we playing as preseason games, whatever, and kind of goes along with what you were saying before about having to
I
play these preseason
boycott.
games,
I
but now we
boycott
leaving people,
preseason. I'm not
we losing people.
watching nothing. No preseason.
Preseason football is among us. We need preseason, okay?
It's terrible, but it
We need
is.
preseason.
It needs to be over.
It's no game without preseason on the hit list at all. At all. Need preseason to move on
One
with
game.
life.
One game. That's all they need. They just need one preseason game, and that's it.
Only took one preseason game for him to get injured.
Hey, maybe you. Well, I don't know what to say to that, okay? But I do know they need to only have one preseason game, man. I'm tired of watching preseason. Nobody wants to see no
I tell you
preseason.
what, you know what you should do? Just put Roger Goodell in the can't get right Hall of Fame.
You know what? He's about there, but I have somebody that's supposed to be in there today. This guy needs to be in there. I need him to step to the front. I need him to understand that it's time for him to go in there forever. It's been time for a long time for him to go in there. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, though. Go on, continue.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, I mean, preseason games that we got one going on this week. I feel like the big game I want to see, and it feels like it's going to happen. Green Bay plays Pittsburgh on Sunday at 1:00. The reason why I feel like this is a big game, number one, you get Big Ben back in the rotation. I think Ben right now is getting to the end of his career, but you know you got Green Bay as well, which is a strong quarterback as an Aaron Rodgers. Why I like Aaron Rodgers, I don't even know, man. Aaron Rodgers is the total package of quarterback all the way. He can run, can pass, so accurate. He won a Super Bowl already. He proves he can make it to the postseason. He proves he can play with the best. So this is the game that I'm going to spotlight for this week because we need to see if Pittsburgh can bring back the steel curtain.
No.
And can Green Bay still be the offensive powerhouse that it always has?
No. Well, Green Bay, I think they're still going to be good. Steelers? No. Not happening.
So Steelers are done.
I think they need to bring in a totally different team.
So it's time for rebuilding in the Steelers. You already got like 5 teams rebuilding right now.
Keep Antonio Brown. Is that his name? Antonio Brown?
Yep.
Wide receiver? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep him because he's good. Big Ben, it's time for him to get up out of there. Time for them to get a brand new quarterback. Who else? Let's see. Who else am I talking about? That's about it. Didn't Troy Polamalu retire?
I don't think he took the big L. I think he went out. He went out on top. It's a Troy Polamalu. I think he might have went out on top. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe he left out, man. The man already got a couple rings under his belts. He's still one of the greatest of all time as far as in his position. Pretty much, he was like the original Honey Badger because he was a Badger. He chased you down. Now we got a new Honey Badger, but who could deny Troy Polamalu, man? Call him head and shoulders. Call him what you want. But he went out on top. I feel like he went out on top. Still, he was one of the best.
But towards the end, it wasn't as good at all because he.
Yeah, injuries. I mean, you're gonna get old.
Stuff hit you up, but yeah, it wasn't as good as it was before. And the new, you call him the old Honey Badger, but the new Honey Badger, I think is gonna be way better.
Way better than Troy Polamalu, the old Honey Badger.
You talking about Tyrann Mathieu, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, man. Only time will tell with that, man. I don't know.
I got that much faith in him, man.
That's some big shoes to fill, man. That's like Manziel coming in the league and just being like the greatest. Like you can't just do that.
No. We not gonna go ahead and compare Honey Badger to no what's his name?
Manziel.
Johnny Manziel? No,
Johnny
not
football,
at all.
man.
You don't have the type of talent that your boy Honey Badger has.
No, the charisma.
You have the type of fight that your boy has.
I mean, he did have a kind of fight until the Panthers came knocked it out of him. I mean, he wanted to go head to head with Keely. He wanted to go head to head. Why would he want to do that?
I don't know what's wrong with him, but anyway, Honey Badger is the truth. And that boy, I wanted the Saints to get him, but they didn't. Well, he's doing good over there in Arizona. Hopefully one day he comes over to the Saints.
All right, so we're going to run down the list. We're going to see who we think we take it or not. We're going to see who the picks are for it, everything. All right, so first game we got up here, we got Detroit and Washington. They playing on Thursday, 7:30. Who do you think going to take it? Detroit. I'm going with Detroit as well. They played a really, really good game last week. I look for them to step the same this week. Washington, I feel like exactly what they are. They're washed up. You need to find another quarterback because Robert Griffin III is not staying healthy ever. So this is pretty much going to be another one of those seasons for you guys. Yeah. We got Buffalo and Cleveland.
Who cares? Cleveland. No,
Oh,
Buffalo.
I'm going with Buffalo, man. I
Didn't
gotta go with
nigga?
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffalo has great people, man. They got their young quarterback right now, and he's just doing things. Their whole team is just tallying up to do the best. I mean, they did okay last week, but I feel like they're going to take the game this week for this preseason game. We got Atlanta and New Jersey. I like calling New Jersey because they pretty much the New York Jets, but they feel like to me like they're the Jersey State because anybody in New York like the dang on Giants. So I'm gonna call these people the New Jersey Jets today.
And who's that? Who's they going again? Who they going
Atlanta
against?
Falcons.
I'm never picking Atlanta. I'll pick the Jets.
Yeah, I might be against Atlanta, but still, I think they're gonna take this game, man. Julio Jones is a monster and can't be stopped at all. And plus, that new DN that Atlanta picked up, he's not gonna be stopped as well. I look forward to seeing things that he can actually do. Moving on next to the list, we got Seattle and Kansas City. Who you think gonna take that?
Seattle.
Seattle all day, man. Kansas City don't have the same people they used to have. They don't have the powerhouse.
Jimmy!
They don't have enough. And of course, Jimmy Graham, we miss him. Come back home, Jimmy. Miami versus Carolina.
Miami.
I got Carolina for this one. Cam Newton's a big, tough man.
Oh, yeah,
Got everybody in the
Cam.
backfield. Can't forget about Cam. Ooh,
Oh,
Cam.
Cam.
Next up, we got Baltimore versus Philly. Who you got?
I'm going Baltimore because I don't like Philly.
I gotta go Baltimore as well. I feel like Baltimore just really has a flavor that can't be stopped. The defense is insane. In my opinion, they never going nowhere. And right now, still Flacco, even though he's wacko, still got Steve Smith on the squad, man. You got Steve Smith. Looks like you can actually do something. Chicago and Indiana.
Man, that almost sounds like you talking about basketball teams.
I know,
But,
right? Indianapolis, if you want to be specific.
the Colts. Colts, with no problem.
Colts all day for that one as well. I got New England and New Orleans.
Man, I'm a Saints fan till I die.
New Orleans. Nobody likes New England anyway. Bunch of cheaters. Jacksonville and New York.
Jacksonville
Giants.
will never win a game. And, Jacksonville will never win a game. The Giants are going to win.
Odell Beckham, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, that boy beats. Ain't he from New Orleans?
Denver Broncos, Houston Texans. I'm going to go with the Texans. I like the Texans. I'm a big Texans fan.
You've been a Texans fan for years.
Aaron Foster. Aaron Foster. All day. Swing. We ain't worried about that. Oakland and Minnesota. These are two sad teams going against each other right now. It's kind of hard to choose.
Why are they even having a game?
Yo, I would take Minnesota on this one only because they got Adrian Peterson back.
That's like Kenilworth and Joe Brown going against each other. Why are they doing it?
On national television.
Yeah.
On national television. We got San Diego and Arizona.
Arizona, man. Honey Badger.
The Cardinals all day, man. That defense can't be stopped. Patrick Peterson, baby. Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco 49ers.
Dallas Cowboys.
San Francisco, man. I can't not go with Colin Kaepernick, man. It's Kaepernick.
This.
Yeah. The St. Louis Rams and Tennessee Titans. A rematch.
Rams.
Old Super Bowl 2000. Rams all day. Cincinnati Bengals, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So like you said, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's terrible.
Cincinnati. That's horrible.
Versus who?
Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. The crooked.
Man, who cares?
Nobody plays the Bucks, man. That's the JV football game right there.
But I'm gonna go with Jameis Winston. I believe in the young little fella.
I'm going with Cincinnati on this one, man. All day, every day. Yeah, that's all for the preseason for this week. We'll see what the games turn out. I got all this written down of who going to take the picks and see how many picks you actually failed and lost on that one there. And now to get into the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got to put this man in the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. First of all, he should have went the first week. I don't know why I didn't think of him. His brother plays for the Broncos. But for some reason, his brother only won one Super Bowl, and he won two. But nobody knows how. Nobody could explain it to you. Nobody could let you know if he has any talent. He goes by the name of Eli Manning. This guy has broke his own record for the amount of interceptions that he's thrown. He has one of the funniest compilations on YouTube for interceptions thrown. It's just funny how he throws them. It's like he don't care about the way he throw them. He just throw them up there. He just like he closes his eyes. He prays. He says, "Jesus, let this ball go into somebody's hands," and God puts it in somebody's hands. But he don't put it in the person's hand that Eli wanted it to go to. Eli needs to go into the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame because he had the audacity. For some reason, he had the audacity this week to say that he wants to be the highest paid player in the NFL. That's a damn shame. I want somebody to go ahead and fought on that. Fought on his dreams. Kill his dreams right now, okay? I want somebody to go ahead and shoot his dreams down. Because nobody wants to see him be the highest paid player in the NFL. If he's the highest paid player in the NFL, damn it, everybody deserves $100 million on the team. Even the fourth string center. And I don't even think they have a fourth string center. The long snapper should make more money than Eli Manning. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your new inductee of this week, a new friend to the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. It's getting bigger, people. This is the third person we're going to go ahead and induct into here. He goes by the name of Eli Manning. Go on, give it up for him. And kill his dreams. Nobody wants him to be 100%.
Eli Manning want to be the highest paid quarterback. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, man.
That's funny, man.
You won your ring by luck twice. Both versus the Patriots, which was still funny.
Your mama don't even acknowledge that you won Super Bowls. Your daddy don't even acknowledge that you won Super Bowls. Your daddy like, how? Who? I thought Peyton won. I remember Peyton won one. I don't know about that Eli.
That's crazy. All right, man. That wraps up another week of the Faraway Brothers.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Yeah.
Good times.
We want to send some, we want to send some quick shout outs to some people that constantly keep on showing love to the Faraway Brothers. My little cousin Debo, hit us up with the retweets. He be posting it and everything like that. My boy Jay Sparks, I'm always show love to him. Everybody that's at my job, I ain't even going to go down and do the whole list of them. But everybody at the job who be supporting. And if you just supporting, me, I shout out to you too, man. Even if I don't know or don't even be seeing you retweet. But if you listen to the Faraway Brothers, we want to shout out to you and let you know you all part of the family. You are the reason why the Faraway Brothers continuously keep on doing what we're doing. And if you have any topics that you want the Faraway Brothers to talk about, you go and give it to us. Kev, you got some more shout outs you want to
shout outs to give, man. Shout out to everybody who followed us this week on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, people who did retweet. Shout out to 50 Cent for his episode of Power that he bestowed upon us last week. Shout out to Sean Trey.
I need to start watching it.
It's a good show, man. Shout out to Sean Trey for that great track that she dropped on us with Janet called Party. Y'all check that out. All the information will be down in the description below. Shout out to the girls starting to wear and wanting to wear the t-shirts that's coming out soon. Shout out to everybody right now who listening to this as we speak. Shout out to Batman. Shout out to Robin. Shout out to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank you so much for even listening to us. K-Mac over here in the building. Got my brother J-Mac over there on the West Coast. Trying to find out which one is the best coast. We all know which one that is. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Peace.
Peace, people.